What's up, you guys? It's Susan Morad right back here on Clever News. And there is so much more to the ladies of Blackpink than meets the eye, as seen in their new Netflix documentary, Light Up the Sky. So prepare to fall even more in love with them as they share some of the biggest bombshells from their road to stardom. For months now, us Blinks have been eagerly awaiting the release of Blackpink's Netflix documentary Light Up the Sky, and after the film's release on October 14th, fans were surely not disappointed. In just 3 days, Light Up the Sky has earned massive amounts of praise from fans who were able to connect with the girls on a much more intimate level, as the hour and 20-minute long documentary details the band's rise to fame, major accomplishments, and struggles along the way. Blinks also got a deeper inside look at Lisa, Rosé, Jisoo, and Jennie's unique personalities, and what each of them bring to the table to create a successful, well-rounded group of ladies. So just to put it into perspective, if you haven't tuned in, allow these fans to sum up exactly what you're about to experience. One fan tweeted, "Light Up the Sky has a similar impact as the album for me. I'm watching over and over again, not because we need to break some record views and streams, but because it's really worth watching. It's quality content like the songs in the album. It made me so happy as a Blackpink fan." One user wrote, "Light Up the Sky just made me fall in love with Blackpink all over again. These 4 girls were meant to be together, and I feel so much more connected to them after seeing their full journey." Speaking of the girls' journeys, we now see that they each put years into pursuing their dreams of becoming artists, as Blackpink was originally intended to be a group of 9 girls. When YG Entertainment, Blackpink's current management company, was looking to form a group, each of the girls recalled putting in 14-hour days of dance rehearsals and voice lessons with different members. For Jennie to perform in front of thousands of fans multiple times a week seems impossible, as she admitted towards the beginning of the film, quote, "I am super shy. I was one of those people where I can't even order something on the phone. Like, I hated that. It took me a while to get this far." Prior to deciding she wanted to be a singer, Jennie had her bags packed to leave for the US when she turned 15. But as she came back to New Zealand, she realized she wanted to pursue a career in singing. But one of Jennie's biggest struggles to this day is not living out the simple dreams of being a normal teenager.
A lot of people make lots of memories as like a high school student, but I never had that.
She added, "One thing I wish is to maybe have lived at home until I was like 18, 19. It wasn't until well into training when she met Lisa that Jennie realized, quote, "As soon as Lisa came in, that's when I thought, wow, there are people born to do this." Lisa, rapper and lead dancer of the group, revealed after auditioning, she waited 2 months for a call to begin training. But being from Thailand, she didn't know more than hello in Korean. She would later confide in Jennie, saying, quote, "She was the only one who could speak English among the trainees. I spoke English with her, and if something were to happen, I would talk to her." As traction with the group began to pick up, Lisa admitted that at one point she felt completely lost and wasn't sure that the direction the group was going was one she wanted to take.
나는 가수인데, 근데 나는 정확하게 어떤 가수를 되고 싶은지 이게 목적을 잃은 것 같아요. 약간 내 자신을 찾고 있었던 것 같아요.
Keep in mind that the girls are in their early 20s, still trying to figure out who they are as people, all while juggling an international career of entertaining millions. But thankfully, the girls were able to confide in Jisoo, whom they call Uni, which is a term of endearment for the oldest person of the bunch. It's like being an older sister or aunt. While the girls all love and respect Jisoo, she detailed her many struggles while growing up. She said, quote, "When I was younger, my relatives treated me like an outcast because I was ugly," adding, "They called me a monkey." Honestly, it's so heartbreaking to hear that. Jisoo, you are so beautiful, and please never forget that. After admitting that this life was never the life she pictured living, as she dreamt about being a writer or a painter, Jisoo has an all-new purpose, and also admitting to having an even greater purpose as the eldest member of the band.
당연히 책임감이 있다고 생각하고 최대한 케어해줄 수 있을 만큼은 케어해주고.
Throughout the documentary, each of the girls admitted how homesick they would get, especially when returning to tour in their own hometowns. For Rosé, it was particularly hard to leave her family after dropping out of school just before auditioning for YG at 16 years old, as she detailed the difficulties she personally faced in the middle of Blackpink's first tour.
In the middle of it, I didn't feel like I had any personal life. It felt like there was like this big hole in my life. Like what I'm basically living for is tomorrow's show.
Just prior to each tour stop, the feeling of realizing how many people were actually waiting to watch Blackpink perform was both a thrilling and an overwhelming feeling for the girls. Not to mention the physical aspect of each night of tour that the girls endured, including the constant traveling that began to take a toll on their bodies. Jenny added, quote, "After so many plane rides and so many environment changes, our body just gives up on us." Speaking of overwhelming, the girls' 2019 Coachella performance marked the first stop of their world tour, but also the only country that was completely unknown to them. Jenny even admitted, quote, "I didn't even think we would have, 100 people or 200 people at least. I was just hoping to have somebody watching us." But it was the Coachella performance that taught the girls how to have the most fun and be their full selves on stage. Jenny went on to say, "I think Coachella was the moment where I felt like there are people that understand that this isn't just K-pop music. They see us as doing something different, and I really like that." Despite the glitz and the glamour and the sold-out shows, at the end of the day, it's important to remember that these girls are just normal people who work hard and endure struggles just like anyone else. During their last show of their tour, Rosé broke down on stage after gushing about how proud she was of her bandmates.
Like, I know you guys only see the stuff that's on stage, but I feel like we all go through so much else, and I'm very, very...
I swear I'm not crying, you are. But this touching scene, along with every other obstacle, victory, doubt, sweat, tear and smile along the way, just goes to show that the ladies of Blackpink are a force to be reckoned with. And we can't wait to see what even bigger victories they accomplish, all while living out their biggest dreams along the way. Oh, and before I forget, you guys, I can't not mention to you, the next time you watch Light Up the Sky, make sure you pay extra close attention around the 1-minute 40-second mark and the 9-minute 24-second mark. You will actually hear my voice and my Clever News co-host Emil's separately at each of these marks in the documentary. Can you believe it? Our Clever News audio clips are in the Blackpink Netflix documentary. What? Hi Mum, we finally made it. Clearly we're huge fans and love Blackpink, and we're so glad the girls know too.
And for even more in the world of K-pop, you can click right over here for all the latest of BTS's major accomplishments. After that, let me know down in the comment section below what your favorite part of the documentary was. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on Instagram at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.